Welcome back. Welcome back. Welcome back. Come on in, everybody. We are
Get
live.
comfy.
Yeah, here we go. Lifest Live,
Woohoo.
episode, I don't know, 2020. I don't know what we're at.
I forgot.
Episode probably in the teens, maybe.
Anybody else? No.
Yeah, if you've been counting the Lifest Live episodes, we can have that. Maybe Lem will figure that out and throw it on the screen here shortly. But not that you need to do that, Lem. You got a lot to do back there. We are joined as always. I'm John. This is Julie, and we're joined as always by Lem, who's in his fortress of solitude, and of course the talented Melanie Romanesco, who is running the comment section for y'all. Episode ? Okay, I believe that might be the first person to guess it wins like a Tootsie Roll or something.
A Tootsie Roll.
Yeah. You'll have to come to here to pick it up at the office, though. That we're not shipping a Tootsie Roll. That would be.
We could set it outside, and lucky if it stays together.
That would be very awkward. So we want to start off. Well, first of all, how was your weekend?
Good.
Yeah.
Spent some time with some family and some friends, and yeah, it was good. How about you?
It was good. I spent Saturday with my kids because my wife had a girls' weekend. Her and her sisters went out. And got to be kid free for the day. So that was.
Did you let them eat anything?
We did make a trip to the Golden Arches. And yeah, it was. My wife came home and she was like, "Why are there McDonald's containers everywhere?" I'm like, "You left them with me. That's how this works." So we've got lots of Tootsie Rolls. Melanie, we do have lots of Tootsie Rolls. That's why I said
Actually,
that.
I found 2 more bags in the kitchen. I'll have to show you.
So not like a bag, like a little bag, like an industrial gallon pail of Tootsie Rolls. It's amazing. So we want to start off this episode like we do every episode, and that's thanking our sponsors who are very important to us. And that would be Julie.
Yeah. So we have a computer consulting company in Neenah called Pesci Consulting. Tim Pesci over there has been a sponsor since 2018. They're such nice guys. So if you need some computer consulting, check out Pesci Consulting. Also, we want to give a big shout out to Anytime Fitness. One woman in particular, her name is Carmen. She owns 8 locations in Wisconsin, and they have been, or Anytime Fitness has been a sponsor of Lifest since 2009, so quite a while. So Carmen, she has Anytime Fitnesses in Neenah, Appleton, a lot in Northeast Wisconsin. So we want to give a shout out to them. Thanks so much.
Yeah. So thanks to our sponsors and everyone that kind of goes into helping make the festival happen. It's always great to see our sponsor, the banners and all the things up at Lifest, and that's always fun. So we do have an update, and it's kind of a sad update. We, as Life Promotions, the organization that puts on Lifest, is having to. We have to cancel the festival this year. It's hard. It's sad. We've been in prayer. Our team has fasted. We've spent a lot of time looking into things, looking at different options. But we summed it up in a letter, and I'm going to read that to you now. Lem's going to put it on the screen here. And it just starts out with this. Dear Lifest family, today it is with heavy hearts and great sadness that Life Promotions, that's us, the organizers of Lifest, announced the cancellation of Lifest 2020. This decision needed to be made to comply with strong recommendations from the health authorities, advising that hosting the event would provide a significant risk in the spread of COVID-19. From the Winnebago County Health Department, while the governor's orders are no longer in effect, the COVID-19 virus is still widely circulating in our community, and we continue to see positive cases daily, both locally and statewide. At this time, the Wisconsin Department of Health Services and the Winnebago County Health Department does not advise large gatherings. As the organizers of Lifest, our top priority has always been and remains the safety and the well-being of all involved. And with positive COVID-19 cases continuing to increase, specifically in Winnebago County, the decision to cancel is inevitable. This extremely difficult decision comes after many trying months as our leadership team, our volunteer executive team, worked tirelessly to create a safe scenario for the festival to be hosted during the pandemic. But in the end, we are forced to comply with state and local health authorities. We are deeply saddened by this news, as like you, we love Lifest. And we are passionate for this party with a purpose that brings the body of Christ together for incredible worship, relationship building, and the glorifying of our Savior. Lifest 2020, and all of you will be sorely missed this summer. Moving forward, we sincerely ask for your prayers as the cancellation creates a significant financial challenges for the year-round ministry of Life Promotions. Lifest is the organization's largest annual fundraiser, raising nearly 50% of our operating budget. Resources that equip Bob Lenz, our founder, and our dedicated team to travel across this country, delivering a message of hope through the gospel with thousands of youth each year. Without these resources, those outreaches and many more, our Quake events, Dignity Revolution, our public school programs, Bob's speaking, and our Known Women's Conference are in serious jeopardy, as is the hope they provide to countless young people. So please pray about how you might be able to come alongside Life Promotions during this financial crisis through the donation of your ticket order or through generous tax deductible gift. Information about your donations, transfers, and refunds may be accessed through lifest.com or by emailing tickets@lifepromotions.org. So there it is. It's been a long season for us. It's been a long, it's been challenging for us. And the biggest thing that we want to do, and we don't want to do at the same time, is to blame anybody or push anybody, blame the government or blame the county. This has been out of our hands. And we turn to Romans 13, chapter 1. Let everyone be subject to the governing authorities, for there is no authority except that which God has established. The authorities that exist have been established by God. Consequently, whoever rebels against the authorities is rebelling against what God has instituted. And those who do so will bring judgment on themselves. We are subject to what Winnebago County wants to do, and yet we want to partner with them. We want to work with them. So there was lots of meetings and lots of conversations, and it's been a long season. It's been a long 24 hours or 48 hours since we've really had to make this decision. So, it is not easy. It has definitely not been an easy row to hoe, as they would say in the farming community. And it's been especially tough on Bob Lenz, who's our president and founder. He wanted to be here tonight, but didn't want to be here tonight. I think y'all in the same breath. So he recorded a message for you, and Lem is going to play that for you now.
Fest family, Bob Lenz here. And like John just said, we have to accept the sad news that we can't have Lifest event this summer. As you know, we had initially postponed our dates to August, but now with the strong leading of the Winnebago County Medical Officer, the messaging of the CDC, and our bottom line for concern for the well-being of the Lifest family, we are left needing to comply with the expert directive. We as a staff are dealing with this sad news. Blood, sweat, and now tears have gone into this scheduling, rescheduling, and now the cancellation of our annual festival. We know how much this impacts families that count on this experience each and every year, along with the implications for Life Promotions as a whole. Lifest, as many of you know, creates for us approximately half of our annual budget, the budget that keeps us operating and able to continue our year-round ministries to students, Quake, Dignity Revolution, and of course, Lifest. We need your help now as we have Lifest next year. People have asked, without Lifest, are you going to let people go, your staff? No, we have 1,000 volunteers that pull off Lifest, but our staff is still needed to continue to reach out to youth that need the gospel every day. We're in need of over $25,000 a week to provide. We're asking to donate your ticket, make a donation, stand with us this season. God has blessed this ministry, and we are trusting God that the leading with grace to love big. Will you join us as we continue to reach youth with the gospel? Our mission hasn't changed. Life Promotion wants to instill hope in youth. We're asking you to help us continue doing that through podcasts, daily devotionals, Twitch TV, webinars, training. The mental health and wellness of our youth depend on it. Will you continue to support us through this time? We love you. Until next year, let's do this together.
As Bob said, again, we're a nonprofit. That's what we do. We definitely look to do year-round ministry. We do want to thank our sponsors again, a lot of which we've already reached out to and have donated their sponsorship. It's one of the things that kind of keeps us going. And the first one is our title sponsor, of course. It's Church Mutual Insurance through their CM Cares. We can't do what we do without them. And we definitely want to keep them, thank them for what they do. And Julie's got a list of everybody else here. So
these other sponsors, excuse me, as I'm tearing up, these other sponsors have generously donated their sponsorship money to our organization, to our ministry, so that we can carry on. And that includes the Matt Schmidt Faith Foundation, ABT Foundation Solutions, Pesci Consulting, Dave Quella LPL Financial, and also Appleton Sign. We are very grateful and very much appreciate them being partners of Lifest with us during this really sad time. So thank you very much.
And just to give a little more context to what we do, we typically put out a year in review,
Yeah.
we do Quakes. There's almost 4,000 students go to our Quake events each year. And again, most of that is subsidized by the festival. We have the Dignity Revolution, which is training teachers, and most of that is subsidized by the festival. And we do have a known women's conference coming up in October. No call on that yet as to whether or not that'll become a virtual event or still be a live event. We're really hoping that it can be a live event.
Mm-hmm.
But you've got some numbers about what Bob does.
Yeah. Just to share with you, this is a gentleman that doesn't sit, and we don't want him to sit. So I'm just going to read to you some numbers. Bob has been at 106 schools. This is 2019 numbers. He has been at 106 schools in the nation. And keep this in mind, out of those schools, 98% of those schools allow us to do a community outreach in the evening. And this is where the students can bring their families and hear Bob speak and hear about what we do as a ministry. Along with the 106 schools, he's spoken at 38 different keynote presentations and 21 church services. So if you take all of that and add that up, in 2019, Bob spoke to 212,345 people in 5 countries. And those countries include the United States, Vietnam, Peru, the Philippines, and Canada. So this is Lifest is a major fundraiser for our ministry and what we do and what we offer, which is to instill youth in hope. Or excuse me, I'm all choked up. Instill hope in youth. Instill hope in youth. That's what we want to do, and that's what we want to continue to do. And we want you to join us.
Most of those school programs that we go to, I mean, they don't have the funding to bring us in. It costs a lot. We bring in lights. We do a lot of stuff. We bring in an illusionist. So we do want to ask that you would prayerfully consider donating your ticket order. We do have some options for you guys. The ticket options that we've had in the past, and Lem has thrown those up for us. Thank you, sir. The first option would be to donate your ticket order to Life Promotions. A couple of things that we're changing a little bit if you're donating your ticket order, or if you have donated your ticket order. A bunch of people already have. So we love those people. We love all of you. Whether you donate or not, we still love you. But what we want to do is kind of the restart of our ticket sales and stuff is going to happen on Black Friday. So here's the details. I was kind of reading in the comments while Julie was talking. All you people wondering about your tickets, here's what we're going to do. So if you decide to donate your ticket order, we're going to hold your campsite. We're going to hold any of your add-ons, any of the kind of stuff that you would have purchased, your meet and greet passes, all that kind of stuff. If you decide to donate them, we're going to hold them for you until Black Friday. So you have the opportunity to repurchase them between now and Black Friday if you want to do that. We are going to give you a special rate for 2021 tickets, so it'll be better than you could buy them during Black Friday. So we want to do that for you as well. So again, if you donate your tickets and your order from this year, we're going to give you that special rate. We're going to hold on to your campsite. We're going to hold on to all your add-ons. And we've got this cool thing. Emily, we released it a couple weeks ago. Emily, our graphic designer, did this amazing job with our Lifest t-shirt. And we've kind of repurposed it a little bit. You can kind of see there's some broken guitar strings on it. We're calling it the Lost Year. She was working on that today. It was kind of fun to watch her like kind of hammer that out today. And sad. You can also see on the back, it's got the lineup of the replaced lineup that we had
with canceled
and with the canceled stamp on it. So it's kind of funny, right? I mean, you got to laugh at some of this stuff. It's too big to not laugh at sometimes, but we're going to create that t-shirt anyways. So if you donate your ticket order, we're going to create those tickets for you, or we're going to create, I can't talk either.
I know, we're be patient with us, please.
Yeah. So again, if you decide to donate your ticket order, we're going to hold your campsites till Black Friday. We're going to hold on to your meet and greet passes, all that stuff, which is typically when we release meet and greet passes and onstage seating and all that kind of stuff. We're going to give you a best rate for 2021, and we're going to get you that t-shirt, and you'll get a tax deductible donation letter. I believe those go out end of the year or January sometime. So that'll happen with your ticket order. If you can't donate, we completely understand. Pray about it. You can transfer your order to 2021 exactly as it is. So you get your exact campsite, you get your exact tickets, you get your meet and greet passes, all that kind of stuff. Now, some of the things, the day rates and stuff on some of those things, you may need to change them. So if you bought Thursday meet and greet passes and you're going to want Monday or Wednesday, not Monday, there's nobody there on Monday. You can come hang out with me on Monday and volunteer. If you bought Thursday passes, you want to move to Friday, Saturday, things like that, we can certainly work that out with you. And that's going to be at tickets@lifepromotions.org is how you do that. But if you want your order to transfer over, you literally don't have to do anything. It will just transfer to 2021 as of July 1st, 2020. So July 1, everything gets moved over. If you need a refund, your deadline is still July 1st. So with not having the event, we do want to offer people the opportunity to get a refund on everything they bought or part of what they've bought. We actually talked to a gal today who wanted to keep her campsite because they want that site, but she needed her tickets refunded. We completely understand all of that, and we can work through all of that. Melanie and that team is amazing.
Yes.
So we'll be figuring all that out. Yes, Jim, you can buy the t-shirt. We're going to have the extras on the Life Promotions store or the Lifest store site. So we'll still have the Lost Year t-shirts available for people who want to buy it too. But again, Lifest 2020, we're not going to be doing it in August. If you want to donate your ticket order, we'll hold all your stuff till Black Friday for you so you can buy it later. We'll be giving you that best rate for 2021 tickets. We don't know exactly what that is yet. But it's going to be better than people can buy it for on Black Friday. So you're going to get that special rate. We want to make sure that you get the Lost Year t-shirt and that you will get your taxable donation letter. If you want to transfer your tickets, you don't need to do anything. They'll just transfer over. So if you've got your tickets, you're camping, you're like, we're all set for 2021. That stuff will just transfer over July 1st. And if you want a refund, you have until July 1st. I don't know how much I can stress that. July 1 is our cutoff for refunds.
And I'm the small print on the refunds.
And Julie's our small print.
Refunds will be issued via a check. We cannot credit your credit card because we do not keep credit card numbers. I know that's kind of hard to believe, but with our system with iTickets, we do not keep credit card numbers. A check will be mailed to you. Please be patient. It'll take 3 to 4 weeks for processing. So as soon as you send us an email at tickets@lifepromotions.org with the refund choice, that'll go into processing, and it will take 3 to 4 weeks to cut you a check for your refund. And again, we want to stress July 1st. And if you would like a refund, it'll come in the shape of a check.
Yeah. And again, I can only stress this as much as I have in the last month or so when we've talked about this is you got to email the website. You got to email tickets@lifepromotions.org. We are not a big staff. We've got, just a couple people that answer the phones. So most likely you'll end up in a voicemail and it will take longer. And that person will probably email you to get your ticket information. So tickets@lifepromotions.org. I can't stress that enough. Because if you call, you might get me on the phone, and I don't know anything about transferring tickets. I really don't. The gal that I talked to today about campsite, I accidentally hung up on her. Then she had to call back, and then I got her again, and then I literally had to hand the phone to Melanie because there was no possible way to make this work. It's a nightmare scenario if you get me on the phone. I just don't handle that kind of stuff around here. So you all are best off to just email tickets@lifepromotions.org. One more time, Lifest 2020 will not be happening in August. We are in compliance with what the Winnebago County Health Department wants. We're in compliance with the Parks Department. We want to kind of stand alongside them and try to make this the best decision for everybody. As far as the lineup is concerned for 2021, we know we've already been able to move Newsboys and Skillet to 2021. We've talked about that already. So yay, we got Skillet Newsboys. And what'll start is the process of moving a bunch of the 2020 artists to 2021. So obviously some people can't make it. Some people are already booked at other things, or they're touring, or they're taking the time off, or they're in the studio or something like that. So we will start to release the 2021 schedule as we get it. Look for that around Black Friday. That's typically when we do it. Anyways, so Black Friday is when you'll get the bulk of your talent. And that's when tickets will go on sale again. So we'll relaunch our Lifest ticketing on Black Friday. That's when meet and greet passes, everything that's left. So we need the time to transfer everything over.
Right.
So everybody whose tickets as of July 1, that's when everything gets transferred to 2021 just automatically. We need to go through all that. We need to figure it all out, get it all sorted, get it all into the new system. And then Black Friday we'll relaunch our tickets and that kind of stuff. So then we'll know what's left from people who didn't transfer. So if you want to keep your campsite, that's the best opportunity to do it, is go ahead and do that. So I'm seeing some stuff about the t-shirt. Yes, the t-shirt will become available. We're not completely sure when that's going to be released, but the email is going to go out tomorrow. We're going to talk about it, and then you just look for it on the website, Facebook page, that kind of stuff. We're going to be taking pre-orders on it, essentially. So we'll order how many we need, and then we'll go ahead and make that available to you all. So
let's talk about something good.
Let's talk about something really good,
please.
So moving forward, what are we doing? What are we doing now, Julie? What do we do now?
Well, I think it's time to have some more fun. I mean, we've got this summer, we've got great fans, we've got great Lifest people. So I think what John and I wanted to do, along with Lem and the other staff that's here, we want to have fun on Monday nights with you. So let's continue this. We want to come together at 7:00 on Mondays, and we want to do kind of a different show.
Yeah, we're talking to artists about
Yes.
possibly coming in. We're talking about art. We're talking to artists as we're moving everybody. We're going to ask them to provide content so we can stay in community. So we can.
They're in the same boat. They're not playing.
A lot of them are just hanging out in their living rooms with their guitars, going, "I want to play for people." So the plan is to still be here on Mondays, every Monday, 7:00. Keep coming in. We still want to let you guys know that the Ministry of Life Promotions is still happening. I mean, even though COVID is canceling summer, more or less, we're still going to do Monday Night Lives. We're still going to be hanging out with you guys. We still want to provide content. So we're talking to our illusionists. We're talking to the bands and the speakers and stuff. Hey, can you provide content? Come check it out on Monday nights. And we do so much more. So now, even though we're not in schools, even though we can't do Lifest, we do have our podcasts. If you haven't checked them out, the Bob Len's Hope for Life podcast, you can go to bit.ly/BL Hope for Life. Or like most people, you can just go to Apple iTunes, click on the podcast button and put it out there, because everybody has an iPhone, right? like everybody has an iPhone.
I think there's some Android people.
Oh,
out
there's
there.
Android people. So you can get it on
Mhm.
Spotify too. Correct me if I'm wrong, Lem, but you can get it on Spotify, I'm pretty sure. There's the other one. There's the Gods, Games, and Geekery. Not Gods, God, single. God, Games, and Geekery. I did that wrong. I said God's Game and Geekery, but it's God,
Well-
Games, and Geekery. You got to change it around. So God, Games, and Geekery podcast. We have that. It's on iTunes. It's on Spotify. It's on all those fun places. We do the Twitch channel. We did move that. It's 7:00 now
Mhm.
on Thursdays and Friday, on Tuesdays and Thursdays.
Tuesdays and Thursdays.
So check out Twitch. It's like ESPN for gamers. It's, if you haven't come in, check it out. If you've got teenagers and kids, they know what it is. If you want to check it out, that'd be great.
Actually, Lem shared today that a mom just went onto Twitch, onto the live promotions, and just hung out. She wanted to see what it was all about.
Yep.
So she kind of wanted to see what her kids were talking about and what they were doing. So it's a safe place just to hang out and say hi to Lem.
Yeah, and Lucas, who's our Quake guy.
Oh, yeah.
Lucas is there too.
And Micah sometimes.
Micah hangs out. I did it once. So yeah. So just to reiterate again, Lifest 2020 is not going to happen this year. We are really sad by that, but we're still going to try to keep things going. And the Ministry of Life Promotions hasn't stopped.
Right.
We're still reaching people through our Parents and Pastors event. Thank you, Lem. Good timing on that one. So Wednesday, if you are home, if you're still home, Wednesday, we're doing a lunchtime webinar. It's free for pastors and parents. So go to our Pastors of Lifest and our Parents of Lifest groups. You can join them. You have to answer a couple questions, click join. But Sarah Schultz, who is one of our Dignity Revolution trainers, is going to be there and able to do those trainings for you. Going to give you lots of tools and tips on how to work with your teens and students and stuff. It's going to be great. And Bob Lenz is working harder than ever. He's been out. We've been recording things here in the studio. So there's the daily radio show. There's the daily podcast that you can get now. It's available on our Facebook pages. All that kind of stuff is still happening. We're recording school seminars. We're trying to figure out how to do virtual school seminars and things. I know some of you have asked in the comments. I saw a couple of times at Flyby, virtual seminar or virtual Life Fest. There is a virtual festival happening that we're a part of now. And that is going to be on July 11th. Lem doesn't have the graphics for this.
That's
It's
right.
called,
We can talk about it next week.
yeah, exactly. It's called Hope. Hope Lives. It's going to be a virtual festival, a couple of days, just that one day, July 11th, but a couple hours worth of content from all the Christian artists that we can get our hands on. And that's through actually the Christian Festival Association. So we partner with 30 other festivals throughout the country. We get together, we work with them, to figure out best practices and all that kind of stuff. But we're working with them for a virtual festival this year, which is it's going to be great. So check that out. It's July 11th. It'll be shared on our. We'll do a watch party on our page, and it'll be live on the Christian Festival page. So. Hope Lives might be July 18th. Thank you, Lenz Louis. It might be the 18th now. I missed the last meeting, so it might be a little late. So it might be the 18th. Hope Lives might be July 18th. So hopefully we can go ahead and we'll be sharing that as soon as all that information comes available to you too. So Lifest 2021, July 8th through the 11th.
But walk with us.
Yeah.
Walk with us during this time.
Yeah.
And tune in Monday nights at 7. We're going to have some fun. I mean, what can we do, right?
Yeah.
We want to provide you with something of Life Fest, and as we plan for 2021.
Yeah. And, again, it's been fun for us. It's been fun for us on this side of the thing. I'm pretty sure Lem's having fun.
I think so.
We don't know. You can't see him or hear him right now. But maybe he's having fun. But we do want to express thanks for you guys for checking us out and sticking with us and being here through all this craziness. So much fun, Lem says. So just the craziness of COVID has definitely changed the landscape of our entire world and everything that we've been dealing with. and we do want to make sure that we do what's right for the community. We want to make sure we do what's right for you guys, and what's right for all of our attendees and all of our artists and everyone being there. So we're sad that Lifest 2020 is not going to happen. And again, if you've got questions on your tickets, on your camping, on all that kind of stuff, go to tickets@lifepromotions.org. And the team will get back to you as quickly as we can.
Also, go to lifest.com if you want to see those options, and if you want to see what we read to you. It'll be posted there. It's a sad day here.
Yeah. And again, we want to make sure that you know that we did try obviously every option. We had worked with the county. I even was like, throwing things at the dartboard going, oh, maybe if we do this, and we just could not come up with something that would be good. I'm pretty sure y'all don't want to sit in your cars.
We did measure
in a giant field. We talked about a drive-in event. We talked about all different kinds of ways to make something happen. And we just really came to the conclusion that with the county health department that just not having the event this year is what's best for everybody. So, yeah. So come and hang out on Twitch. There it is, Micah. Come and hang out with the Twitch team on Tuesday nights, 7 to something, 10. I don't know how late you guys go. But you guys do Minecraft on Thursday. My kid loves Minecraft, so that'll be great. So please make sure you again check out the ticket options. Lem, if you could throw that up one more time, and then we'll be getting out of here. If you want to donate your tickets, we will really hope that you would prayerfully consider, and we humbly ask that you would look at donating your ticket orders. We will hold your campsites and all of your add-ons, your reserve seating, your on-stage seating, or your meet and greet passes, whatever. We'll hold all those up for you until Black Friday, when you can make that decision. We're going to give you the best rate for tickets at 2021, which is going to be lower than even what they're for sale on Black Friday. We're going to send you the free Lost Year t-shirt that M worked real hard on. It's a great, fun little quirky thing. And that t-shirt will be available for sale too, if you want to do that. And lastly, anything that you donate is tax deductible. So you will get that letter. If that doesn't work and you're not able to do that, and you want to just transfer all of your stuff to 2021, you don't have to do anything. That just automatically happens on July 1st. Everything will just get moved over. Obviously, if you want to email us and say, we want to transfer our tickets, we'll take that. We'll get it moved. It'll be easier that way. But everything happens on July 1. And then obviously, if you can't make the 2021 dates work and you need a refund, we will gladly do that. But you have to do that before July 1st. We need that. We need to be able to close the books on 2020 and move it into our. It becomes a logistical nightmare from a marketing or from a logistical standpoint, a ticketing standpoint, and a financial standpoint. We need to be able to close the books, and July 1st is that date that we're putting out there. So you've got a couple of weeks to email us to get your refund. And we will gladly get that to you. But as Julie pointed out, it does take a couple of weeks. We will be mailing you a check. We don't hang on to credit card information, so they'll be mailing you a check. And that does take, I think we figured 3 to 4 weeks. We're hoping it won't take us that long. But we want to give you that buffer so we don't say, oh, we'll get it to you tomorrow, and then it takes 3 weeks. So, but we will be refunding people that need it. So again, tickets at lifepromotions.org. I can't say that enough. That's where those need to go.
Yeah. Well, we got some planning to do for next week.
Yeah. Hopefully, maybe we've got some
ideas.
We've got some musician friends. We've got a few magician friends that we'll be bringing in. Maybe you get to see Lem play the ukulele. We might, I think now we're okay. We might be able to bring back Messy Car Karaoke.
I want to do that. I didn't get a chance to do that.
Messy Car Karaoke is a blast. I've done it, and we've usually had our summer team do it, our summer staff do it, and they didn't get to do it yet this year because of COVID and stuff. So hopefully we'll be doing all of that kind of stuff. So
all right,
yeah, it's so messy. Julie asked me earlier, she's like, "Why do you call it Messy Car Karaoke?" And we're like, "Have you seen Lem's car? Have you seen the inside of that thing?" There's a lot of stuff. a lot of styrofoam containers and randomness.
I said like a scavenger hunt.
It could be like, oh, we could totally do like Lem Messy Car Bingo or something like,
that would be fun.
Just, yeah, see who can find stuff. So, yeah, anyway, that's all we got for today. Feel free to keep commenting. We're going to keep trying to answer those as quick as we can. But again, Lifest 2020 is canceled this year. And we will see you all July 8th through the 11th, 2021. Artist information is going to come out on Black Friday. We want to thank a huge thank you to all of our sponsors and people who make the event possible, and the sponsors that have already said we're going to donate our sponsorship this year, which is a huge blessing to the ministry.
Yeah.
And we want to thank all of you that are considering donating your tickets. It's a huge blessing to this ministry. The school programs that we do, all of those things don't happen for free. So we definitely want to thank you all for that. So as always, for Julie, for Lem, for Mel, want to thank you guys for tuning in. Remember, wash your hands and stay safe.